Just play Dota, guys.
Dire gets the ban. Radiant's up. Banning time.
Do you get the pleasure to quickly have a chat about Manaspa and the Galaxy game?
I mean, for Manaspa at least, they're always a team that I'm excited for in Best of Ones. They have those type of lineups that are volatile. I think, of course, if you have to be brutally honest and power rank the 3 teams in the tiebreakers, they are going to be in 3rd position. They are going to be the underdogs in every game that they play, I feel like. But if they can get some good drafts together, they can easily contend. I just don't want to see Legion Command carries. I don't want to see OD carries.
Yeah, get that one out. I friggin' hate that.
There we go. But other than that, I just want to see just really nice stable drafts that utilize the fact it's the best of one with high pressure.
I mean, maybe the weird drafts can like catch them off guard potentially, but like not too weird. Not too weird. The problem when they do those strange heroes is that they never have like ways to make plays around it. So they'll have like some OD carry, but no one will be able to do anything on the map to like give him a good game, and then they just slowly crumble and die because they get gone on over and over again and lose.
Well, look, here we go on our screens now. The draft to this first best of one is underway. Be smart, well, and Undying, opening it up for Manaspa, and then
That's high.
Enigma Galaxy with the Beast and the Shadow Demon. We thought the Shadow Demon was the counter to a Disruptor, but they're willing to pick it up here with no Disruptor even being shown.
First time, I don't know what's happening here. It's like everything. Ooh, yay! Ooh. Whimsical tiebreakers.
Snipe what?
I mean, okay, it's instant response to the safe thing, right?
This
so
is great, yeah.
Enigma with Beastmaster Shadow Demon, super high poke laning phase with poisoning the X-Band. So now for Manaspa, they need to lock in a carry to deal with it. You know, Sniper is pretty good up there, of course, for Shrapnel. I'd like to see them have a mid laner that can maybe contest stacks or at least fight around the stacks. Don't have to kill them, but just at least occupy that area at times. But so far, it's a very reactionary pick. It is potentially punishable. They just need to, you know, ban for it.
Yeah, it's I mean it's a strange one because most people just go for the Drow, but I do, like you talked about the lane, it's a really good lane for Sniper, and they should own this one. And I've seen it owned. This Tor, I believe we've seen this matchup. Maybe not with Shadow Demon. I'm not sure who the support will be in that lane. I'm guessing they want SD there just because it's so easy to stack with him. You don't even have to like really leave the lane to do it because of the poison. I mean, Shadow Demon in first phase is actually the most surprising thing to me. If I don't really care about Beastmaster. This hero is usually picked. Beastmaster.
5 seconds.
But like Shadow Demon, he's usually picked as a response to something like, oh, there's a Bat Rider, we want to have
Disruptor
this.
Yeah, that's what because we've seen Enigma Galaxy pick it up in the series against Gaming Gladiators, and that was when they opened with that Disruptor, and we were like, oh my gosh, this is great. You can save someone for what, like 3 seconds, or at least half the duration of Static Storm, and it worked to varying degrees of success, but it still looked good. The hero itself.
Right, he's like. I think he's a bit underpicked. What do you think about him in general?
I think underpicked with the correct lineups, and Beastmaster kind of gives purpose for Shadow Demon, because Beastmaster is a hero that you rally behind, you can actually buy auras, it's easy to play around, right? So Shadow Demon thrives in this situation, because it's like, alright, you go do all the weird stuff, I'll be behind you, I'll save you, and it kind of amplifies your game. So I actually like it as a pairing with Beastmaster, and also it's a nice cushion for a best of one. If the game does get weird, turnaround potential of SD is always going to feel comfortable. Like we just saw at OG, 100 HP on a Drow, no BKB. Like all these small moments, SD is going to be that hero that will create those moments. And you kind of need that against Manaspa because, again, they even say it themselves. They get carried away in games that they're in the lead. Their comms can get overwhelmed with just hype and, you know, Spartan, you know, happy vibes. And if you do that against some like SD Beastmaster type lineup, you're going to get punished at least.
We've also talked about the harassment that comes out of Shadow Demon Beastmaster lane as well. I think you go the axes, and it's just a lot of the poison that comes from the Shadow Demon too. So we've seen it excel in lanes. I think it was a Chaos Knight lane, and it absolutely dumps it too.
It's a really good one lane, obviously. Then for the enemy, it's nice if you can get a ward in the like trees that kind of see, you know, because they're gonna try and stand in fog so they don't give you one charges. Well, at least Shadow Demon does. So if you can just get as many one charges as possible, you can probably just sustain the lane pretty easily because your lineup is just simply better, especially Undying. One of his problems he can run into is that he uses all of his mana and health, and then he just has to go kill himself and reset to come back to lane. But if you're getting 2 sources of one charges, I think you can just stay there easily.
I think as well for Manaspa, we don't see it too often, but I'd love to see them do like an early smoke pre-rune to block the Ancients. I think if Beastmaster SD have a good time top, they're farming, and they're making the stacks. It simplifies the game too much. And we haven't really seen a lot of teams try and block the Ancients pre-run. We don't really see the cross-river smokes anymore, but I'd like to see that from Manaspa. It will just help, especially with you secure your lane and you're preventing the Ancient, preventing Nigma hitting that early stride.
Oh, it would force Shadow Demon to have to actually go into the triangle as well, because if he's just going to rely on the poison from far away, he's just not going to realize his counter block.
Sure. He walked there like minute 4, he's like, then he'll wait for his courier, then it's like minute 5, then it's minute 6, so I think it's honestly a high value play. Again, we don't see him getting to do it, but it could be cool. Nigma, they go with the Snapfire, and just helps cushion the Shadow Demon here. You pick up an SC, they provide much damage, also have poison, so just throw in some, some cheeky Snapfire, early morning sketches, aggressive safe lane, should be pretty good. PAs, I mean, if you're able to get a PA if you're Nigma after this phase, I think that would look pretty good. You've got break against a lot of heroes here, you blow up the sniper. I wouldn't mind it personally, but maybe it's a little bit too spooky for a best of 1.
It's a bit volatile.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm down for it. I actually really love PA. I think she's also a little bit underpicked, just because the break range on Blur now is so small. It's like really hard to find her. It's so small. Like, I've seen pucks literally gank her lane, coil her, and she manages to juke the puck within the own coil without breaking Blur. It's actually just nutty. So that hero is cool.
Felt like I was back in England for a second.
Sorry, bro.
Nutty.
Nah, yeah, that's proper nutty, yeah.
Well, look, a Dragon Knight Mirana combo, that's a nice little standard one. It's going to be something good for them. They normally play the Dragon Knight in mid, though. I believe it's more of a wish hero than it is a Nande one, especially with the more DPS sniper.
Yeah, I mean, like, you look at the supports, right, from Manaspa. So Mirana, Undying, the entire playstyle from Manaspa is DK jumps in, Dragon Tail, into arrow follow-up, you get 1 kill, you have numbers advantage, then you fight from there. So this Slark,
10 seconds.
It's just going to be able to tank everything, and if the hero does get caught, you buy shard, you throw it on them, you're preventing that only form of initiation. So Manaspa's last pick, I think, needs to cushion this a little bit to help them out, because we will be very comfortable with what we have right now.
Yeah, going all in with a DK Mirana into Shadow Demon just... I mean, I'm not a fan of that.
That's also true. Yeah, that's not safe. Yeah.
Literally just, oh wow, you've been stunned. Can I hear stuff on here? I hate that. But it's, I guess you can look at what else it provides though, right? It's like you have the ability to push and take towers with DK early, you have the ability to abuse Moonlight Shadow, to hunt and find heroes on the map, which is maybe why I would like to see some more either like burst damage or jump on their final pick on Manaspa, so that DK's not fully reliant on hitting some stun into arrow.
Bring back the Tinker.
Bring back the... don't do that.
I mean, so like, Manaspa is a team that would play it. They already have Undying Tombstone, pretty good. Some DK off lane, you sacrifice it a little bit. The supports don't like playing into it. Sure, Slark Ags is pretty good. Beastmaster Hawk's pretty good, but the best of 1 have enough tools to enable it. There isn't the best tower damage from Nigma. Like, sure, Beastmaster will be that, but if he gets shut down from Undying Sniper, it won't come online early enough. Like, I could see Manaspa being bold enough to do it. They've done it before on pick 23.
Yeah.
Do I want to see it? Probably not. I think there's still one more pick down the line to counter it, but I wouldn't be surprised if Manaspa was to do something easier than that.
I wouldn't, yeah. I'm thinking now I just wouldn't mind seeing something really boring. Like, something that buys the Greaves and the Orions, and then you just have a lineup where Sniper's able to feel safe, comforted by like some melee offlaner with Greaves, a DK, and an Undying with Soul Rip, and then they can just push towers. You know, even a Coddle, actually. More like, go even more into healing, so that Sniper's just unkillable.
I don't know how you feel, but maybe an Underlord as well. I don't know if it is really played by Skylark on Manaspa, or how he really fares into some of the heroes on the Galaxy.
It could be hard and
Yeah, a bit awkward in the Slark. But there's like catch there and
10 seconds left. Well,
I'm trying to think of what the Skylark hero would be if they wanted to go down that route.
5 seconds. 4.
Not a lot. I mean, you could technically just do some. No, if you really wanted to. And then it's just like I Black Hole Slark at late portions of the games, protect Sniper through the aggressive spell usage. You don't really care about the Slark in lane. Like I could see Enigma being an option.
That could work, yeah. I'm just like, at this point I think it's too hard for them to sort of like jump on a DK target, they get stunned. Like there's no hero that really covers everything they're missing. So I'd rather they just like bolster their strengths of like, let's make Sniper just our win condition and he kills everyone. I guess dooming a hero makes them not able to harm your sniper with win
Very
condition.
true.
Yeah.
Dave Johnson here. What are we doing?
Oh, instant pick Leshrac.
Alright, Doom, Lesh, last picks are there. How you guys liking the looks of these two lineups? T, that's not a promising face.
I just think I prefer Nigma's lineup. It's very... Oh.
Here we go, yes.
Oh.
I'm so glad we didn't try and play.
it's-
Don't have that face. We've already seen a Mark Lark win this tour. We've seen it. He hasn't played carry that many times, so I actually think an Mark carry success rate right now is through the roof in 2
I feel like I've also watched him feed his brains out on Slash.
Yeah, it was actually with a Leshrac in the mid lane as well. It was against Entity game 1 where they lost to Entity 2-1 in the overall series.
Yeah.
And Slark was... he was uber aggressive. But this is the game for it. This is his bounce back. This is the comeback potential.
Yeah, we're on the
It's
up
a
and
really
up.
good draft. He's on the up and up. I like the Leshrac pick overall. I like the draft overall from Nigma.
True.
Sure, Doom's going to be pretty useful, but I think this sniper, there isn't enough protection for him that some Link, Leshrac, some Slark on top of him,
I'm at
Beastmaster
Slark.
division will be overwhelming. So I
Cool.
think this lineup, Manaspa, RP on it.
I agree.
Nigma. Well, look, we're going to be jumping into game 1. Before we do, though, esportsbet.io, they are our sponsor. If you guys didn't know, they have their new watch to earn platform where you guys can get 3,000 tokens, which is roughly 3 USD per hour. All you have to do is head on over to esports.
Slarknya enak banget
Sign
sih.
up, start watching over
Oh,
there,
jangan kena
and
doom
you
dulu.
don't even need to bet to get those tokens. But now, it is game 1. It is Nigma Galaxy up against Manaspa in this 3-way best-of-1 tiebreaker. We have our casters ready. It's OD, Pixel, and Fog.
Like now in these best of ones, Nigma Galaxy up against Manaspa, both doing their best to fight to hold on to the spot here in Division 1. Fog, 2 lineups going into this one. If you're one of these teams in a best of 1, who's kind of got the more secure draft? Who do you kind of feel safer playing behind here?
Well, one's going to be able to transition into this super late game with like this Sniper Doom, so I would say like for that, Manaspa look comfortable if they can get to those later portions, but I like Nigma's aggression, I gotta be honest. Sumail playing one of his absolutely most iconic heroes, his Leshrac. Even though Amar is playing Slark, I think we could see one of those situations where Sumail is actually the real carry as this Lash. But let's see if we can get to the heroes. That's one thing that could be a little problematic, is getting on top of the sniper until they have that itemization, be it some like Aghanims, the snap or something like that, or the Slark just jumping in and finding him with Beastmaster.
Sure.
Let's see. This is, I mean, I'm hoping we get something super exciting because we just got to see that last series and it was super hyped, so I really hope that these best of ones live up to that.
Yeah, I mean, we've had some crazy games of Dota 2 all today. If you've been watching, you'll understand. We've had a right treat of a display of fantastic play from all the teams, really, we've got the pleasure to witness. And now let's hope that's continued here. Nigma Galaxy versus Manaspa. As I say, you know, both teams doing their best to hold on to the spot here in Division 1.
If I'm not mistaken, every series today has gone the distance. I mean,
think
these
we've
of
had a
course
lot
are
of
best of
long ones,
ones, but there's definitely potential for this to even go the distance of a best of one, where we could have that super late game with this sniper and stuff like that. So
Because when it is a best of 1, right, it's highly likely that we're going to see teams get into a position where they'll have a lead and they're going to be so careful.
Yes.
Because
Oh,
nobody wants to throw away an advantage in a best of 1.
I'm looking forward to also watch some of these like more unknown, more heroes that aren't really played too much. It's a first 2 opening Shadow Demon. Just pretty interesting. Not many other teams are picking it at the moment. We did see it as a counter versus Treant Protector in the last tour, but that kind of disappeared completely because Tree did. So yeah, it's interesting to see that GH still really does like to play this.
Seeing some of the lane matchups that we've ended up with. I mean, overall, in terms of the laning phase, who's feeling in the strongest spot?
Let's see. Honestly, it's kind of even across. Oh, what the heck?
That's my password.
Whoopsie. Well, top is always. I mean, we'll see. Top's a bit of a struggle always, since they counterpick the Beastmaster heavily. They have the Undying, they have the Sniper. That's probably the hardest one, I would say, for Nigma. The other 2 lanes look fine. Slark should be able to farm pretty decently with the backup of the Snap versus Desire and Skylark, and then the this DK versus Leshrac.
Yeah.
Sumail should have a free time, but might not be able to pressure Wish either. I've been seeing these DKs just win most matchups or come out just completely dead even.
Yeah, solid hero, nice easy attack animation, good damage. You'll get a few denies in the matchup, or at least you should be able to.
Hyper-Undying.
He's playing very aggressive with these delusions. Looking forward to see what he's gonna, how he's gonna skill and everything too. There's an ability, of course, that most people just don't even know how it really works on the Shadow Demon. The Disseminate, yes.
And what does it do? Explain it.
It's kind of like a Blade Mail Fatal Bonds kind of style ability. You can use it defensively and aggressively to focus fire a target and get that fake burst damage, or you can use a defensive target to kind of protect them. It's cool. It's a really interesting ability.
Something that comes into play later in the game, or you're playing with it in the lane, you're getting points early?
You usually wait later, way later. Unfortunately, it costs 100 mana at all levels. And the cast range, especially at early, is 700, so not really something you want to play around. It's usually just Shadow Poison, just the standard for SD.
I mean, yeah, the lane of spam really up top.
Sure
GH
is.
with Shadow Poison, and of course, Spartan hitting back with Decays. Definitely a lane that you want to be getting the sticks nice and early.
Yeah, let's see if they are actually getting it, because I don't see the side of Nigma actually going for sticks. Manaspa already started with them to be able to deal with that spam.
Push it down on the bottom lane. Do you like sort of the way that things ended for Manaspa getting the Doom for Skylark? He had a lot of his kind of more frequent picks taken away, right? The offlane pool was pretty small by the end of the draft.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely very good versus the Slark. There are going to be ways to save, and we've seen the incredible plays with some of these 4-staffs from some teams, so maybe there is going to be some potential of that. But right now, I mean, Skylark, he's actually doing very well. 11 and 4, he has this annoying frost attack creep that's actually putting some pressure onto Amar.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think it's the cosmetics, because he is looking beautiful today. Look at
really
these.
nice.
What is it? Some sort of like Hydra heads or something? It's fantastic.
I've never seen that set.
Yeah.
He's fully decked out. Tar, we see all the time, but yeah, it's beautiful.
More top lane.
GH.
GH, the zombies are getting him. He's going to be able to buy some time here, but the zombies will still be there. Spartan, get first blood in the top lane.
He's been pushing the limits up top
Classic
on GH, playing
Nande
super
sniper.
aggressive. We see the last hits already reflecting that a bit here. Only 9 and 4 on Nande, but this time he steps up a little bit too far. How much regen do they have down bottom? Amar is just sitting very low. Just constantly getting poked. Honestly, it's working out pretty nicely.
He's got a few one charges, and he's currently chomping on a tango at the moment.
Yeah, he's got a pretty sizable wave coming in. Should be able to catch up on those last hits. Yeah, Sumail is having a bit of that edge versus the Deep. So not this time around. As we were mentioning, the DK tend to have that beautiful matchup. Sumail, he knows what he's doing.
Top lane.
Nande.
Trying to go on Nande.
Sniper
He's
mati.
deep. He's trying to stand his ground
Nice.
against Maestro, but there's a creep wave coming in. Nande's got to be careful.
Another axe.
And that'll take Nande down. We'll see if
Double
Spark
kill,
can
double
take
kill.
him mind control in return. He cannot. We'll get a board, but yeah, Nande caught out a little too far out on the lane.
I like that he's actually going for the boar levels rather than just going for straight max axes and stuff like that. Sure, we'll see that the stacks and stuff come into play later on, but very aggressive, especially when you hit level 3. The level 2 boar is super potent, and same thing with level 2 Shadow Poison.
And he's got to be a bit more careful. I mean, out of the course so far, he's definitely having the slowest start
Sure is.
in regards to farm and CS.
And he's got the Undying to back him up too, so it's all about... I mean, they literally picked this to counter the Beastmaster, and so far, Nigma doing an excellent job up here. Mind control will have to take... Okay, he's got a salve actually, so we'll be able to stick around. I thought he was going to go back to base. That would have hurt.
Bottom lane.
Or
Trying to get in onto the slot, but the cookie's there from Kuro.
they're applying a ton of pressure to him. How much... I mean, again, they're out of regen. They have one more salve on Kuroki, but he's gone through all of his tangos just to keep Amar safe here. Amar going for, honestly, the build that you like, Owen, or the build that you used to like. He has 2 points in passive.
Aman aman.
Oh yeah, I mean, you're against the melee, you
Sure.
know, you want to be punching. See Kuro get chased out of the lane here, Skylark and Desire, they'll find him. Try for a deny to the neutrals, but not quite able to aggro them in time. But yeah, very much taking that second point. I mean, it's what, sort of 15 seconds up to 30 seconds? No, 20 seconds up to 40 seconds.
40 now. It got
so
buffed
it feels
some
really
time
nice
ago.
for the lane, but it can have the tendency to feel kind of bad if you know, you're not actually able to kind of get kills and find those sort of situations where you're standing your ground
Mati
against the
Undead.
Doom. So we'll see how much he's able to actually battle in the lane.
Spartan. Juke the poison. One more and he might go down with a set of axes. Nice juke again. Close, but no cigar.
It really was, yeah. If they were able to get up to a 4 on their GH thing, they have just had him in the mid lane.
Sumail getting incredibly
Super
aggressive.
aggressive. He's going to force the TP, but it will get
Nice.
cancelled in. In fact, Sumail's going to be able to
Cancelled
turn. Kuro
in.
comes in with a cookie. And with that +1, Sumail, he's able to take down Wish.
Oh, that's a big deal too. It's around the power rune, and it's the catapult wave as well too. Tower taking significant damage, and he popped the DK form.
Yeah, I mean, Sumail, top of the net worth right now, very much winning that lane. He picks up a haste rune as well. Definitely a high likelihood that he'll be able to get something done with that, or at the same time, he's now very
Mirananya nggak
difficult
expect
to
ada
be ganked in
Kuroki.
this mid. Having the reliability, the haste to get away in top lane, mind control, hitting these axes, taking down Spartan. Got a couple of lanes, well, that's kind of top in the middle that Nigma Galaxy is going to be feeling pretty happy with.
And Amar is still pretty
He's,
well.
yeah, he's getting
doing
the
fine.
He's not, you know, getting completely zoned out the bottom lane.
Nope.
No, absolutely not. I mean, it's a close start overall, 3 for 2. on the kills.
We have seen Skylark. He's just queuing up the Midas, so it's not going to be the Meteor Hammer this time around.
Alright, doing it old school. I can appreciate that.
Yep.
None of this new Meteor stuff.
Pride maybe doesn't want to go too greedy. We have seen a couple of times it backfires if you do have too much greed on your draft, so maybe wanted to have a little bit better of a faster timing, something that apply more pressure.
See over in the mid. Smarty is going to lay down the tombstone. Samael, of course, with that haste room pops, he's going to be able to run away from it. In fact, he's going to try and turn this as well into a play top. He's going straight for the top lane.
He could be in trouble. He looks pretty dead.
I think so. I mean, Samael causing issues now for Manaspa with these plays. You know, the aggression in the mid, helping to take down Wish earlier now, making these fast moves, and a move that Manaspa, they were not ready to respond to at all. There was no help coming in for Nando.
Fantastic start from them. They're even going to get the D ward here too, so Spartan immediately loses that. And they already have stacks prepared, so either for the Beast or the Ledge to enable him on timing Wish. In the meantime, Sumail is going to poke tower. Bringing Desire over, so it's a 1v1 in the bottom lane with this.
It's kind of scary. If they're getting sort of set up, Samael and GH, they've got pretty good kill potential, especially with Kuroki here as well. They're going to get the setup here. Samael, he's got the follow-up stun. They're going to try and go for Wish. Cookie and Kuro, the two of them. They've got the out to bring Wish down. Spartan, he's also going to fall. See what Skylark can do in return. He's going to drop down the Doom on GH, which will, of course, stem the kill. Kuro not quite able to set up for a deny. They're diving it under the tower here. Kuro's got the stick charges, but Manaspa, they will get the cleanup. Skylark gets the double kill. See Desire with the leaps as he'll try and escape this mind control. He's not going to continue to chase, so Desire will also get out of there. We're seeing the action already speed up here with some early moves around that mid-tier one. Looked to be an okay start, really, for Nigma Galaxy there in that play, right? We had the two heroes going down on Manaspa. Samael survived. When he goes down, Skylark just sees the opening to just charge in. And Manaspa, they were able to get some kills in return. Some pretty good ones, but straight back in action. Nigma Galaxy.
Doom Midas.
Things are looking dire for Dire's bottom tower. Wow, that was unintentional. Forget I said that. Their bottom tower is in trouble.
If you must dominate a beast to your cause, you double damage. This will come in handy. Yeah, Namar, as you say, is definitely happy with the space that he's getting bottom. You can work on that diffusal blade. Shadows take us.
Radiant scanning for enemies. Maybe for friends. They look unpopular. Radiant might want to haul some ass down to their bottom tower while they still got one. Don't look now, but Radiant's bottom tower is getting obliterated. You can look. It's kind of funny.
And Nande on track to get a good timing as well with his Maelstrom.
Important to be able to block any of those type of ganks. I mean, they use an SD ult, and overall, I mean, looking at the SD ult this game, he doesn't really have the best purge targets. Yes, versus a Doom, it's pretty okay, and versus a DK, and eventually if he's able to farm an Aghanims, of course, it's going to be amazing versus DK, but using the spell on a sniper, you know, it's usually very good versus those melee carries, so it will be maybe a bit difficult for GH to pick and choose his targets. But GH, Schmodus before, just all about the stacks this game.
Yeah. Making sure that there's going to be so much here for his team to clean up, and top lane mind control. He'll be able to take out Spartan and now start applying suppression to tier 1 here. Manaspa, I may not feel too interested in trying to defend.
It was Kisses that they used there to get the kill.
Set up with the demonic purge, trying to close the gap with the cookie on the illusion, but Desire is more than fine. Still got an extra leap to play with, but Manaspa, they are having to sort of vacate this top area of the map now.
But they're making their own aggressive move. Wish makes the rotation bottom. This is pretty much going to finish up his Blink Dagger, so feels like for Manaspa, they're going to be able to react. This should be a very kill-hungry game from both sides.
Yeah,
8 to 7 or 8, 15 kills, 12 minutes.
Yeah, especially sort of what the four of them on each side. We might see sort of Nande sit back a bit and Amar sit back a bit once they hit the creeps, at least get that first major item online for themselves, maybe the second one, then they'll get involved. But outside of that, everybody else, they're down to brawl this game.
I think Amar, I mean, with the way that he's building, right, that tells me that he's going to look to play a bit more aggressively.
Yeah, sure.
Right?
Well, gets the Fusel, and then he's in. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he's got, as you said, some save at least. You know, there's going to be GH with disruption, giving opportunities for Dark Pact or Shadow Dance to come off, and even just sort of Kuro getting a cookie, allowing Amar to reset if he gets in a bit too deep.
But it feels like he does have to probably make those aggressive moves as soon as he have it, because him not going for Echo Saber Ags build, that means he's not going to be that like super farm Slark early on unless he gets some kind of kills and momentum out of this. So we'll see where he goes.
Going to be able to look for Kuro here in the mid lane. Arrow won't connect, but looks like it won't be necessary. Assassinate's coming in.
Middle tower is about to be a pile of smoking rocks. If you're in the vicinity of Dire's top tower, I'd put on a hard hat. That baby is coming down. Radiant's middle tower is about to be a pile of smoking rocks. If you've always hated Radiant's middle tower, I have good news. Radiant's middle tower is hanging on by a breath. Hope Dire's middle tower is enduring. That thing is standing on its last breath.
Regeneration!
Dire's middle tower has kicked the concrete bucket. Dire's top tower is really taking a beating. Radiant's scanning around for enemies with their odd-looking, bulging eyes. Ugh, I'm sorry, it's just creepy.
Allies disappear. guess that's so.
That is a double kill. Don't look now, but Radiant's bottom tower is getting obliterated. Dire's top tower is really taking a beat. Supposed to say own it.
Your element. Return to nature.
If you're in the vicinity of Dire's top tower, I'd put on a hard hat. That baby is coming down. Don't look now, but Radiant's bottom tower is getting obliterated.
The prize is mine. Out.
Radiant's middle tower is hanging on by a breath. Don't look now, but Radiant's bottom tower is getting obliterated. Okay, fine, you can look. It's kind of funny.
Out of my way!
Dire doesn't haul ass and help out that bottom tower, there's not going to be a tower left. Radiant's throwing all they've got at Dire's bottom tower.
Double damage. Oh, yes. Almighty money.
Don't look now, but Radiant's bottom tower is getting obliterated. Don't look now, but Radiant's bottom tower is getting obliterated. Don't look now, but Radiant's bottom tower is getting obliterated. Radiant's bottom tower is a pile of dust and grass. Don't look now, but Radiant's bottom tower is getting obliterated.
Play Dota, just play Dota, guys.
Just what I've been
Well,
waiting
warm when they killed him. Cold now. Radiant's middle tower is about to be a pile of smoking rocks. You can tell Dire's middle tower is in trouble from the way it's being destroyed as I speak. by a brick. Radiant's middle tower is about to be a pile of smoking rocks.
Herald of Sewers of Vittoria, say immortal. Herald of Sewers of Vittoria, say immortal.
Radiant's middle tower is hanging on by a brick. Radiant's middle tower is about to be a pile of smoking rocks.
For the hunt. The prize is mine. Shadows, take us.
Illusion by the Crash.
Shadows, take us.
Again, I said that. Their bottom tower is in trouble. Dyer's bottom tower is gone to be with the big brick in the sky.
Wasn't slippery enough for you.
Kill spree!
Ice Cube Dragons.
The doesn't haul ass and help out that bottom tower, there's not going to be a tower. That was a textbook double kill. I am not a betting man, unless it's basketball, football, horse racing, rugby, cricket, or curling. But if I was, I'd bet on Radiant's top tower. Looks like Radiant's top tower is getting torn down. Probably defenseless. Radiant's top tower just got demolished.
Death tax.
Gotta question that time. Dire's courier has lost its brave battle with a bunch of swords and fireballs, not like Dire's bottom tower, and it shows. Dire is kicking sweet hell out of Radiant's bottom tower. Man, Radiant does not like Dire's bottom tower, Radiant's and top tower just got stomped to pieces. Radiant's middle tower is about to be a pile of smoking rocks. Radiant's middle tower just got smashed all to hell. Dire's bottom tower's gone to a tower farm up north. If you're a fan of Radiant's top tower, I'd shut my eyes right now. Dire's middle tower has taken one hell of a beating. Radiant's courier has made one last run. Radiant's middle tower is hanging on by a brick. Radiant's middle tower is about to be a pile of smoke. Radiant's middle tower is hanging on by a break. Radiant's middle tower is about to be a pile of smoking rock. Radiant's middle tower is gone. It's on. Dire is kicking the bejesus out of Radiant's middle barracks. Radiant's middle barracks is Dire's top down.
Not while I'm around.
If you're in the vicinity of Dire's top tower, put on a hard hat. That baby is coming down.
I'll take that.
Allies disappear.
You're actually trying. Looks like the Dire figured out where Radiant's top tower is. Don't look now, but Radiant's bottom tower is getting obliterated. Radiant's top tower has been the big distance. Dire is wiping their big purple butts with Radiant's top barracks.
Shadows, take
Dire is wiping their big purple butts with Radiant's top barracks. Oh, Radiant's top barracks just fell. Dire is wiping their big purple butts with Radiant's top barracks. Things are looking dire for Dire's bottom top. Wow, that was Dire is wiping their bottom tower with Radiant's top barracks.
Invisibility. Death tax. Dire is kicking the bejesus out of Radiant's middle barracks. Butts with Radiant's top barracks.
Then
Radiant Ramsey could have used those
spraying everywhere.
Hope Dire's middle tower is insured. That thing is standing on its last
Dota, just play Dota, guys.
Dire's middle tower is stone dead. Dire's middle tower is taking one hell of a beating.
shadows take us.
Invisibility.
Dire is kicking the bejesus out of Radiant's middle barracks. Radiant's bottom is cashed in its brick chip. Dire is kicking the bejesus out of Radiant's
Play Dota, just play Dota, guys. Play Dota, just play Dota, guys.
In strength is victory.
And we're back.
That
Big smile on her big dumb face. That's a double kill.
invisibility.
Dyer's courier has gone to that big mailman cemetery in the sky.
Allies disappear.
I'll take that.
Haste!
That is a triple kill. Dire doesn't haul ass and help out that bottom tower, there's not going to be a tower left. Things are looking dire for Dire's bottom tower. Wow, that was unintentional. Forget I said that. Their bottom tower is in trouble. Man, Radiant does not like Dire's bottom tower, and it shows. Looks like Dire's courier just bit the bucket.
Shadows, take us.
barracks is a punching bag. Radiant's bottom barracks dispatched.
I'll take that. Illusion.
You can tell Dyer's middle tower is destroyed.
Shadows, take us.
Dota, just for Dota, guys.
The prize is mine.
Wah, mati.
Being told I'm supposed to say right now. I don't like it.
Let gum. Yang kencing tuh.
For Dota, just for Dota, guys.
This will come in handy.
If you're in the vicinity of Dire's top tower, I'd put on a hard hat. That baby is coming down. Dire's top tower is really taking a beating.
For Dota, just for Dota, guys.
Visibility.
Immortality. I'll take that. As if I wasn't slippery enough already.
Shadows take us.
Dire's middle barracks are taking a beating out there. Good stuff. Radiant's courier just took a
just play
dirt nap.
Dota, guys.
Spoil that shot.
Handsome devil, aren't I?
Death tax.
I gambled. Lost. Almighty one.
Sanaba.
That was a double kill.
Illusion.
Dyer's middle barracks are taking a beating up there.
All in service to imbalance.
Lihat semua yang fast drop.
Okay, now where were we?
The prize is...
Snipernya dapat DD terus.
Dyer's using Radiant's bottom barracks as a punching bag.
Death tax.
Radiant's middle tower is hanging on by a thread. Bottom barracks discovered. Radiant's middle tower is about to be a pile of smoke.
FPS-nya drop kan.
And that is a triple kill. Fire takes the eight. This game got one in the first.
Elah ya. Lanjut main rank lah. Rank. Reload dulu. Habis itu main rank. Let's go. Bentar.
This John Well toss back. Smoke around from the side. It's this John Well toss back. Smoke around from the side. It's going to break on a Clarksier. Break on a Tiny. They want the coddle, I'm sure. They're not going to be able to find him. Insta-Harris. John Well managed to get away. They get the Requiem off. The Morphling's already dead. No BKB. No BKB. No buyback either. And already dead. No. To be able to find him. Break on a Clarksier. Break on a Tiny. They want the coddle and smoke around from the side. It's going to break on a Clarksier. Break on a Tiny. They want the coddle, I'm sure. They're not going to be able to find him. Insta-Harris. John Well managed to get away. They get the Requiem off. The Morphling's already dead. No BKB. No BKB, no buyback either, and Talon, I think it's over. They're just done. GG is called, and Geekslate 20-minute hibernation. They farmed up real good, gotten big and fat. And it was the Starbucks they woke up. That's true. Caffeine helped them out. Smoke's gonna break. Once again, the Clockwork gonna be the first target. He's still not even dead after that, while all of Geekslate fall apart real quickly. Kim's left to do all the heavy lifting, and I don't think he can do a single rep here. He's gonna fall, and that is GG. Yeah, good. Eats of ways of being able to get Bish, and thanks to Q, who lands the hook shot onto 2, and he's gonna be able to push him out of this area. The Doom goes out, the AoE Doom. Pocket's gonna survive for long, though. They're both dead. Oh, look at Scam, he's trying to get back. Oh, Kodo got caught by as he blinked in, got psyched by Force, but they didn't have any follow-up after that. Scam is still looking for his opening somewhere. The Rupture, oh, Force. He tries to run away, cleanly gets out. Back into the game, though. Scam showing himself with the Lincolns way up the front line. They're gonna hit the hook shot on the back line. Again, Q, it's the beautiful initiation, and it just looks all over for Geekslate in an instant. You blink and you miss it. Talon will take game 3, and Geekslate are out. Geekslate will be relegated to the lower division for season 3.
Taste the clouds, dance with the moon. Take a loving hotter than an oven, like no other. Ooh, all of the ways I'm doomed. My head went from nothing, now I'm candy crushing. Thoughts on 100. Ooh, all about you. Electric air, can't breathe whenever you're with me. Super blooming inside my room like wild cherry. I'm barely hanging on hands like a strawberry rush. Yeah, I can see straight, kind of love that's good, scary, heart heavy, fireworks hit like a strawberry rush. Yeah, I can see straight and I love it.